A major change could be on the way for the Wisconsin court system.
The recently passed state budget has a provision that would open the door for private bail bondsmen in the state. Now, local law enforcement and judicial officials are asking the governor to use his veto pen to stop the change. News 8's Carrie Vick joins us with the story.
Well, Mark and Lisa, local law enforcement, judges, district attorneys, clerks of court, and even criminal defense attorneys are all joining forces to try and get Governor Walker's attention. They say bringing in a private bail bondsman will make the situation worse for everyone involved in the judicial process.
What I'll do is I'll set bonding amount of $1,000. It'll be a cash bond.
It's a system La Crosse County Clerk of Courts Pam Radke says is working the way it's supposed to.
Basically, we're trying to fix something that's not broken.
That's why officials in the state are hoping the governor will veto legislation that would allow bail bondsmen in the state.
You'd have to look really hard to find a single judge, sheriff, district attorney in this entire state that is in favor of bail bondsmen.
If signed into law, defendants would be able to go to a bail bondsman, pay just 10% of their total bond, and the private company would post the rest. La Crosse County Judge Scott Horn says that change would be bad news for victims.
Then the bond can be used to pay restitution first, and then secondly be applied to court obligations. Obviously, if the bail bond statute passes, then any bond that a person puts up goes to the company.
Last year in La Crosse County, more than $25,000 of bond money went to victim restitution. $29,000 went to victim witness programs. If bail bondsmen are allowed in the state, most of that money would disappear. Criminal defense attorneys are also speaking out about the provision, saying it would actually hurt their clients.
A lot of the people who get charged with crimes ultimately are not found guilty of any crime. In that case, under the current system, they get all of their money back. Now, they will have to pay 10% of whatever bond is posted or required to a bail bondsman, and they won't get a nickel of it back.
They're all changes officials say Wisconsin doesn't need.
All right, we'll see you back here next week.
Another concern is that judges will increase bail amounts because defendants would only have to pay 10% to a bondsman. La Crosse County Judge Horn says judges would take the change into account, but the price bail is set at must continue to be a reasonable amount for the charges.
All right, thank you, Carrie. Wisconsin hasn't allowed bail bondsmen since 1979. 2 years ago, Walker vetoed a bill that would allow them back in the state.